Luka Doncic has been putting in work for the Slovenian team, and it surprises nobody. But what it does show me is that he may be in better shape for the new NBA season coming up. What does that mean for the league? Let's talk about it. Listen, if you're new to the channel, it's your boy P.kidd. This is P.kidd Talks NBA. You know who I am. You know what I do. You know why you came. Let's just talk about it. Listen, Luka has been that guy. In fact, I have been telling people, Luka's been putting up LeBron numbers since year one. If you don't believe me, line them joints up side by side. Go ahead, break it down. In fact, I might clip it up and do it here if I'm not too lazy to do that. Anyway, listen, Luka's been putting up LeBron numbers since he walked into the league. I mean, he's been a professional since he could actually tie his shoe, basically, right? So you should expect him to be putting up buckets. Now, Luka has also been, I mean, they used to call him Fat Lulu. I mean, realistically, Luka has been killing people, but he ain't been in the best of shape. Cried a lot and stuff like that. Interestingly enough, though, he got Kyrie Irving on that team now. And it seems to me that as opposed to any other season, he's been taking his career a little more seriously when it comes to how he prepares. But he also is now playing for the Slovenian team and things of that nature. So, I mean, I'm not going to sit there and say he didn't take it seriously. But, I mean, Luka is still the type of person that will sit there and drop 40 on you and go get a beer afterwards and going to play another game, which is, I mean, listen, some people can do it. Some people can't. Luka is one of the people that can do it. I mean, don't hate the player, hate the game. I mean, he could just get it done and things of that nature. But the one thing we haven't seen is a full in shape Luka. It's almost how we looked at Jokic. And Jokic, when he started last season, I mean, he looked a little out of shape and stuff like that. But throughout the season, he got in shape, and guess what? They're champions now. But he was still doing what he was doing. He was still doing whatever he wanted to do on the court, however he wanted to do it. So it was no knock on him. It's just an observation. I really want to see what he now looks like. In fact, I think a lot of people are totally misunderstanding, or underestimating is the word I was looking for. They're underestimating what's going to happen with the Mavericks. The combination of Luka with Kyrie Irving makes them, in my opinion, one of the dangerous backcourts in the league. I mean, realistically, maybe the Suns have a better one. But outside of that, not even close. Like, no, not even the Warriors. Steph can't do what Kyrie can do. I stand on that 110 times. I'm 10 tones down on that one. I got one-on-one. I got Kyrie over Steph. Easy money. Like, if it wasn't for the off-court stuff, I think we'd all be saying that. I mean, that's just real. Steph is a three-point god. I'm not taking that away from him, but I got Kyrie over him on everything else. Everything else. It just is what it is. Luka, I don't even know what Luka's real comp is. Because Luka, no matter who's in front of him, is getting into his spot, getting into his bag. I mean, realistically, people hate this comparison. But if I had to give him any comparison, I would say that Luka is a much better Paul Pierce. Now, I know for some of those people who are sitting there talking about, oh my God, did he compare Luka to Paul Pierce? Listen. You got to just go watch the tape, baby. Go watch the tape. Paul Pierce is the epitome of 6'7", imposing but not really, awkward but not really, step back, all that stuff. He does it all. Dribble, stuff like that. He had a tight handle. He was just a gamer. It's like, I can't really describe Paul Pierce's game, but I can tell you that he had game. I don't even know how to describe it. You kind of see the same thing with Luka. Luka has a James Harden-ish, lazy, not really lazy, but quick handle. I mean, he don't have a wide crossover. It's a little compact. It's a little tight, compact crossover. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not dissing him because I said he was a much better Paul Pierce. But the game is Paul Pierce-like. So that's a shout out to a legend, by the way. Hey, listen, Paul Pierce, I believe top 75 player. I mean, you do what you want to do with it, right? But I'm saying that Luka has game like that, and he's better. So if you don't like the comparison, Give me another name. I know I'm gonna get some smoke in the comments about it. I have a lot of Luka fans as subs, so I know people are gonna sit there and give me smoke. There's people who would hate that comparison so much that they won't like the video. They won't even comment. They'll DM me on Twitter and they be like, "You's trash for that, my boy." And I'm just like, "Hey, listen, go look at the tape. I'm a historian with it. Go look at the tape. He looks like it." But needless to say, when you really look at it, I don't ever remember Paul Pierce being in tip-top shape. I can't say he was out of shape, but I don't remember him being in shape. Luka is looking like he's in shape right now. Now, Luka, I'm not expecting him to come out cock diesel with the six-pack and stuff like that. That's not what you need for basketball, right? But what I am seeing is a lot more coordination. He slimmed down. He looks faster. His movements look more fluid. And that's scary to say about somebody who was like dropping 28 to 30 with ease on people right now, right? So if you even look at what he's doing now, I mean, ridiculous triple-double for my man. My man had 34, 14, and 13 the other day. On Team USA. He dropped that. Well, he faced them this Saturday, by the way. But I mean, like, he was getting to work. And as I said in my Anthony Edwards video, if you didn't see that, earlier, the link will be somewhere down here. Check the playlist. When players go to play Olympic basketball, a lot of them come back studs. Lauri Markkanen is a good one to example. Lauri Markkanen was on his upward trajectory. That man went over there. Where is he from? Finland? Wherever he's from. No disrespect to him, but wherever he's from. Went over there, was putting up buckets, came back, confidence was on 10. What did he do? Man was all-star. Man was getting buckets this season. Guess what? Luka's already an all-star. Luka's already getting buckets, but Luka's playing all off-season at this point. Well, a good portion of all-season. Excuse me. He's going to have this time where he's very, 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 the experience he's getting is he's very, very fluid. I mean, this is the most fluid I've seen him in a minute. It's just scary to think that a player who already has a skill set that's up here can continually improve. And it's at such a young age, I'm just going to be amazed as to what he's going to do. So for me, I look at Dallas. When you look at those things, I say all that to say, be on the watch out. Be on the lookout. Because they've made some defensive adjustments there. They've kind of shared that up a little bit. I think Luka's going to be a lot more active on the defensive end, which is ultimately why him being in shape is such a big thing. I think Kyrie, who we've seen clips of him all summer, of him putting in work and stuff like that. I know a lot of them are offensive clips, but he is a good defensive guard. I think we're going to be in a pleasant surprise for what they have going and things of that nature. But I'm not going to make it seem as if they're going to shock the world. They should be a top 4, top 5 team in the West. They have the talent. That's 80 points alone. At any given time, Luka could give you 35, 40, and Kyrie can give you 35, 40. At any day of the week, twice on Sunday. They do it in their sleep. We are talking about the best of the best offensive players in the NBA. We're not talking about some of the best guys. We're talking about them two offensively, the best of the best. Offensively, just offensively alone, those two best of the best. They should win a lot of games. If they can just sniff some good defense half their games, they should have a 50-game season, 50-win season. You know what I'm trying to say. So I will be on the watch or lookout. Excuse me. I don't know why I keep messing that word up. I will be on the lookout for that, man. I'll be on the lookout for what a Luka, a retool, in shape Luka looks like. Kyrie seems to be on his bully this season. Again, the Dallas Mavericks have made some moves to make sure they have some defensive presence there. I will be on the lookout for what they do and the noise they make. I'm projecting them to be a top 5 team in the East. I'm about to say the East. In the West, but I want to hear your thoughts, man. How do you think Luka's going to fare this season? Is this going to be his breakout season? Is he going to be the new face of the league? I know I said Anthony Edwards the last video, but hey, Luka could. I mean, it's Luka. It's Luka magic, baby. You got it. What do you think they're going to do? Is that duo going to be? Is Kyrie going to play the whole season? I think there's no reason why he shouldn't. I think he has a lot to prove. I think he knows it. I think he's gearing up for that. Barring injury, because I don't hold injury against people. Some freak accidents have happened over the last couple seasons. I'm never going to sit there and hold injury against a player. I think that's whack for anybody that does it. Long as he ain't out there saying, "Oh, I hope my pinky." Like, you that twisted foot that he had where they lost to Milwaukee. Everybody look at what happened against Milwaukee. He get somebody slid underneath him. He had a high ankle sprain. Like, how the heck are you gonna sit there and fault that man for that? So barring anything like that, I think the Mavericks got a good chance. I think ultimately a lot of stories and narratives are going to be rewritten around Kyrie, around Luka, and about that team. But again, I want to hear your thoughts, man. Whether it's love, whether it's hate, put it in the chat. I'll be in there with you. Till next time, my man. Peace.